which is on a steel bar of 1.5 meter length and having uniform section of 500 mm square. So this section is about 500 mm square, which is uniform because this entire segment will going to have 500 mm square, is suspended vertically and loaded as shown in the figure. So here we have 10 kN which is acting downwards. Here it is 20 kN acting downwards, and here 30 kN acting downwards. Taking E equals, that is the Young's modulus of the material, as 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square, determine the total elongation of the bar. Total elongation of the bar, neglecting the self weight of the bar. So now, first we need to find out what is going to be the support reaction. So that means we have the reaction which is acting upwards here. We are going to find out this value, which is the support reaction R. So the reaction R at the support, is equal to, so here we are going to take up the sum of the forces which is acting in the upward direction is equal to the sum of the forces is acting in the downward direction. So that means here R will be equal to, so all the forces are acting downwards here. So 10 plus 20 plus 30, so which will be 10 plus 20 plus 30, which is equal to 60 kilonewton. Therefore, the support reaction R will be equal to 60 kilonewton. Now we will go to consider the free body diagram of the different segment. So first we will go to consider the free body diagram for the segment AB. So this is of 500 mm square, that is the area, wherein the load which is AB here, A and B, the support reaction R is acting upwards, which will going to be R is equal to 60 kilonewton. So you have 60 kilonewton here, and then we have 10 is acting downwards, 10 kilonewton is acting downwards, then again 20 kilonewton is acting downwards, and then again 30 kilonewton is acting downwards. Therefore, it will be equal to 10 plus 20 plus 30, which will be equal to 60 kilonewton, which is acting downwards. So now the body is in equilibrium condition. We can see here 60 kilonewton is acting upwards, and we have the 60 kilonewton which is acting downwards. So since both are acting away from each other, so this will going to be the tensile load. Since it is a tensile load, so obviously the member will be in elongation. The next part is, the next segment will be CD. So now, which will be B and C, we are going to consider the second condition, which is BC. So here in this segment BC, now here one force is acting upward, that is the support reaction which is R, which will be acting upward, which is 60 kilonewton. Then again we have 10 kilonewton is acting downwards at the point B, so we will going to have the 10 kilonewton which is acting at the downwards B. Then at the point C we have 20 kilonewton which is acting downwards, 20 kilonewton which is acting downwards, and again 30 kilonewton which is acting downwards. So here, suppose if we are considering this, the force which is acting upwards is positive and the force which is acting downwards is negative. So in this case, we will going to get 60 minus 10, which will be 50 kilonewton, which is acting upwards. So that is the positive value. So it is 50 kilonewton. Again we have this area of cross section is 500 mm square. Similarly, the sign convention what we are following is here it is negative. So here it will going to be minus 20 minus 30, which will be equal to minus 50 kilonewton. Since it is negative, it is acting downwards is negative, so we are considering this as 50 kilonewton. Again here we can see the load is acting in extend side, so naturally the member will be in elongation. The next segment what we have is CD. So now we will going to consider the CD. We have the CD member. So this is C and this is D. So at the point D we have 30 kilonewton which is acting downwards. Then at the point C, which are all the forces it is acting, which is 60 kilonewton which is acting upwards. Then again we have 10 kilonewton is acting downwards, 10 kilonewton which is acting downwards. Then again we have at the point C we have 20 kilonewton which is acting downwards. So here according to the convention what we have here is the one which is acting upwards is positive and the one which is acting downwards is considered negative. So in that case we have 60 minus 10 minus 20, so which will be equal to 30 kilonewton. Since it is a positive value, so the positive direction is it is going upwards. So it is going upwards, which will going to be 30 kilonewton. So the area of cross section what we have is 500 mm square. So this is how we can be able to write the free body diagram for this particular member. Now we will going to find out the elongation. See what he is asking is determine the total elongation of the bar. So what it means, the total elongation of the bar will be equal to total elongation of the bar will be equal to, that is delta L will be equal to elongation of the segment AB, elongation of segment AB, then plus elongation of segment BC, elongation of segment BC, segment BC plus elongation of segment CD, elongation of segment CD. So now, so that will be equal to, that is delta L will be equal to delta L of AB plus delta L of BC plus delta L of CD. So what is delta L, which will be equal to P1 into L1 into, so delta L AB, that is P1 into L1 by A1 into B, A1 into B, because the material is same. Since Young's modulus is also, area of cross section is also same, we can consider as AE itself. It's not that you should have a A1. Plus similarly P2 into L2 by A into E, because of uniform cross section, and plus P3 into L3 divided by A into E. Here L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L3 because L1 is equal to L2 which is equal to L3 which is equal to 0.5 meters each. Then similarly A1 is equal to A2 which is equal to A3 which is equal to A which is equal to 500 mm square. So this is how we will be able to get the equation. Now we will going to solve this, substitute these values into the given expression. So here the first one will be here P1. So here what happens, everything is a tensile, so everything will going to be the elongation. So what is that? P1 is nothing but 60 into 10 to the power of 3 into length of the specimen is 0.100 because 0.5 meters divided by area of cross section is 500 into Young's modulus is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 plus P2 is again 50 into 10 to the power of 3 because 50 kilonewton into 10 to the power of 3 into L2 is 500 divided by the area of cross section is 500 into 2 into 10 to the power of 5 plus again 30 into 10 to the power of 3 into Young's modulus, L3 is 500 because 0.5 meters divided by 500 uniform cross sectional area into 2 into 10 to the power of 5. So the total value what we are going to get here is 1 is 0.3 on simplification, 0.3 plus 0.25 plus 0.15, therefore delta L will be equal to 0.7 mm. So this will going to be the final answer.